Hello everyone, Teacher Kirsten here. Today my video is going to be a little different. I want to talk to you about VIPKid and what I do. A lot of people ask me all sorts of questions about my job. So today I'm going to try to answer those questions for you. Just in case you're curious about working for VIPKid or you just want to know how I spend my nights. All right, so the number one question I get asked a lot about VIPKid is it a scam? No, it is not a scam. It's a great company. It's based out of Beijing. It is the #1 company for remote jobs in 2019 with Glassdoor and one of the top 100 best places to work on Glassdoor. Our CEO, Cindy Mee, is a Glassdoor top CEO. And here I am with her. She's so nice. I liked her so much. What is VIPKid? VIPKid is a company that takes students from China and teachers from Canada and America, and they put them together in a one-on-one, engaging, interactive learning platform. It's an immersive English language experience. So another question I get asked all the time is, do you speak Chinese? No, I don't. My brother does. I do not. If I did speak Chinese, I wouldn't be allowed to speak Chinese in class because it's 100% English speaking in class. The parents are paying for the students to get an immersive language experience. So sometimes students try to talk to me in Chinese and I'm just like, I don't know. And they're like, oh, they know they're not supposed to talk in Chinese. So they just go right back to English. I work from students that are very little, like 3 years old sometimes, all the way up to like 14. So they all have different levels of English language experience, and they place them in certain levels based on their experience. They take tests to figure out where they belong in that, and then we go from there. I'll use props, basketball, boo! I use lots of props in my classes to help with the students' understanding of different things. And we also have a platform that we are both using where I can see them, they can see me, and there's a slide, there's about 30 slides we go through in the 25-minute class period, and that's what they're learning. There's also a little chat box where we can chat notes to each other. If they're having trouble trying to remember how to say something, I can break it down by the syllables in my little chat box. So there's many different ways that they are learning in this classroom. They watch a little video before class, and they take the class, and they do homework after class. So the teachers are just part of their learning experience. So another thing I get asked a lot is, what are the requirements? How can I teach for VIPKid? Well, the main requirements are bachelor's degree. In order to be an online teacher teaching students in China, the Chinese government has mandated that the teachers must have a bachelor's degree, so that's not negotiable. The second one is experience working with children. This can be anything. This can be working in an actual classroom as an actual teacher. This can be a nanny, babysitter, Sunday school teacher, Girl Scout leader, anything. Just have experience working with children. My experience was I was a tutor in college. I taught little French classes here and there in high school and college. And when I was out of college, I worked at a daycare for about a year. So those were my experiences. Before working with VIPKid, I had worked in criminal prosecution as a paralegal for like 9 years. And I worked at a credit union for about 3 years. So my experiences right before, I didn't have a lot of experiences with children, but I had some in the past. So another question I get asked a lot is it an MLM? Are you trying to sell me something or sign me up underneath you to teach these students? No. VIPKid is growing. There are 800,000 students taking classes with the VIPKid program, and there are 70,000 teachers. Every single day, 180,000 students are taking classes on the VIPKid platform. So it's a huge company and it's just getting bigger, and they're expanding. They're wanting to expand to different countries and different places. So it's always growing. So they do want new teachers. So what they do is they do give the current teachers $100 for every teacher they refer. But that's not to build up anything underneath them. It's that $100 is to take the time and help those people get hired with VIPKid. So if you were wanting to get hired with VIPKid and I was to help you, I would go through every step of the process with you and work with you one-on-one on the best ways to get hired, the best ways to teach your classes. So that is why they give the people the $100 to pay for their time that they're taking helping train the new teachers. So it's worth it, but it's also not something you should do unless you really want to do it. It's not an MLM. Another question I'm asked is, do I have to make my own lesson plans? No, you don't. It's all on the platform. Like I said, the students take the quizzes and it places them into different parts. So when you sign into the class, that is what they're learning, and you just go through it with them. There's little lesson notes so you can prepare for the classes in advance. So they do everything for you. They do all the lesson planning, which is great. Another thing about VIPKid is that's really a plus is the pay. The pay is $18 to $22 an hour. It ranges based on what your base salary is. They start you as a base salary between $7 and $9 an hour. That's based on experience and many different aspects. I'm sorry, not an hour. $7 to $9 a 25-minute class. Sorry. They give you an extra dollar for every class you're on time, and they give you an extra dollar when you teach more than 45 classes in a month. So that's where you get these figures, the $18 to $22 an hour. Sorry about that. So some of the pros that I have personally with working for VIPKid is I get to work from home. This is my guest bedroom, a corner of it. So zero commute, so all the money I make doesn't have to go into my commuting time, which is awesome. Don't have to pay for gas. My guest bed's right there if I want to sleep in this room. So that's been wonderful. Flexibility is my number one favorite thing about VIPKid. I can work from anywhere. I can work from my home. I can work from a relative's home. I can go spend time with family on the other side of the country who's, if they're sick. And I guess have been able to see my family a lot more because I live far away from a lot of family. So it's been nice to be able to work from anywhere. I've been able to work from my grandparents' house 2 hours away when I've had to go up there at a moment's notice. And it's just been really nice for me. My job can just come with me. I can work from anywhere. That's very important. Also, I have flexibility. I make my own hours, so I can work as much or as little as I want to work. What I like to do is I like to keep it like it's my normal full-time job. So what I do is I work 5 days a week from about 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I work like a block of time. And I take like a lunch break around like 3 in the morning. I know it sounds crazy, but as long as I keep a consistent schedule, for me, it's easier to function in the day or function in my life. So I take 2 days off a week like I have in the past. And so I have the ability to make it stable, but then if I want to go and, do a vacation somewhere and want to work different hours, I can do that too. So it's really nice. The biggest con, the only con that I've found is the time difference. We're obviously teaching students in China, so we're on their time. So the time difference between New York City and Beijing is 12 hours. So the East Coast of the United States to Beijing, 12 hours. Los Angeles, my time zone, to Beijing, 15-hour difference. So if it is 9 p.m. in Los Angeles or at my house, it's noon in Beijing. So that's why I work the 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. It works out for me, especially if I keep it consistent, and I'm able to, go to bed right after class or stay up until 2 and then sleep until I start class again. As long as I'm able to keep a consistent schedule, it's not a con. It's just that's when I work, just a different time. Um, and the like I said, working from anywhere has just been wonderful for me. Um, Another like major pro with VIPKid is we're building a bridge. We're becoming global ambassadors to these students. A lot of these students have never seen an American before, have never seen somebody not in China before. So it's a whole new experience for them. And you really become close. You form like a tight bond with the students. A lot of them will rebook you, and so you'll see the same students all the time. So that's why it's also why I like to keep a somewhat consistent schedule, because then my students can just keep rebooking me. It's their time works for it too, and I get to see a lot of the same students. So it's really been special for me to build up those bonds with the students. So if you're interested in doing something like this, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you want to make a little extra income before your kids wake up or after your kids go to bed, or if you're a teacher during the day and you can get up a little early and teach a few classes because you want to build a little savings, or if you just want a different full-time job that'll keep you home, it's great for that too. That's what I do. So it's just an amazing job and I love to do it. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. I just wanted to make this video to tell you all a little bit about what I do and the company I work for. I really love it. Have a great day. Bye.